Thank you. Okay, I think there is some. Okay, meantime, can I request Professor Desai to kindly take the floor, or if you are there for last few minutes, we have discussed few points, what has been the suggestion given. In fact, I have also emailed you few minutes back. So
Okay.
shall I reiterate the thing, or you are into the meeting since last couple of minutes?
I just got into the meeting, so I just like to get a feel for it before I say a few words, you know, because I haven't had chance to look at your mail. I think I just finished my other meeting.
Okay.
So
So,
if you,
Professor Desai, we are discussing more about like if it happens to be a consortium of all the likely institute, like, IIT, Triple IT, and IT, and a couple of other CFTI. So, and then if you are thinking that one student may go for few subjects in IIT Kanpur, and then
right,
supposing they will go to Triple IT Hyderabad. Yeah.
right.
Now, given this particular perspective, how the governing structure should run, this is the
Okay.
point one.
Sure.
Point is that NEP is saying a lot about multiple exit and multiple entry. So
Right.
just before you, Professor Tiwari from IIT Kharagpur has given an idea that even if somebody is going after 2 or 3 years, can you really give him a diploma certificate from
Yeah.
your institute like yours?
Yes.
So I like to highlight these 2 points. You can please take this
Okay,
floor.
great, great. In fact, maybe my sentiments or views may be somewhat similar to Professor Tiwari. See, I also have a little bit of concern about this multiple exits. I saw your report. I don't remember the exact vocabulary, but after first year, if somebody leaves, you give some kind of a certificate. Second year, it's called something else. Third year, something else. Final year, it's BTech. Now, this sounds okay on paper, but my worry is, what will happen to the overall education ambience? When you have a population of students who are walking in and walking out. At the extreme case is like if I'm teaching a class, one day the student comes, next day doesn't come, third day he comes, fourth day he comes, fifth day he doesn't come. I mean, it sounds okay on paper to have this flexibility, but my feeling is it needs a lot more thought. Personally, if you ask me, I wouldn't necessarily say first and second year. Yes, if somebody for some valid reason has to exit after third year, one could give him a diploma or something. So there has to be some quantum of work, particularly if you look at it in almost all technological universities and institutes. The first year is in some sense fundamentals, right? That is, the person is doing physics, chemistry, mathematics. Maybe nowadays we talk about biology, we may even talk about a bit of design. Think maybe one discipline course may be there. If you are electrical engineer, perhaps electrical engineering or some signal processing. Now, based on that, is it justifiable to give a certificate? Because in some sense, a lot of that knowledge is enhancement of the knowledge that he or she had taken during the entrance exam. Okay, so that's the kind of a main concern I have. So on paper, this flexibility looks very good, but I think when we try to operationalize it, a lot more thought has to be given. Uh, People do give time off. At IIT Hyderabad also, I implemented it when I was a director. I'm not sure the current situation. And US universities also I've seen. So there what happens is for some reason, it could be personal, it could be health, it could be just that, look, I'm just not feeling. A student may take up to a year off. It could be 6 months at a time, maybe 1 year, maybe 3 months in some 3 4 installments, but then he comes in or she comes back and picks it up at the same point. But to give certificates for partial work, now what kind of certificate do we give? Do we treat this person as a regular alumni? What happens, in the overall educational ecosystem? I'm a little concerned, and I don't have a complete solution to this particular aspect. That's the way I would look at it, particularly with regards to multiple exits. The
Okay.
other question
So
you want me to address now or a little later? There are two questions.
yeah, you can address now. We have,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, I'll be happy to. See, this is in principle, it's a good idea that a student, say from Triple IT Allahabad, decides and takes some courses at Triple IIT Kanpur. Okay, or vice versa. I think in paper it is fine. Okay, and one can give credit to it also. Now, the point is that we need to work out the mechanisms of it. Ideal thing would be, rather than having special certificates from different course places, It's just that I'm just picking an example, and you can change it. Say a student from Triple IT Allahabad goes to say IIT Kharagpur, okay, and spends maybe one semester, takes courses. Now, whatever credit he gets or she gets, that could be counted towards the graduation credits at Triple IT Allahabad, as an example. Okay, that can be done. See, that is the easy thing to do. But we need to keep in mind, this is a very sensitive thing, and I think I'm putting my foot in the mouth out here, and I hope I don't get into trouble. Okay. See, what happens is that, as an example I gave, say this is Triple IT Allahabad, but look at, say, a smaller Triple IT. Maybe I'm just picking, there are so many Triple ITs today. Allahabad has been around for many, many years, but there are some Triple ITs which started 4-5 years ago. Now, if that student goes in computer science to, say, IIT Kharagpur, now he or she has to compete with the students, who came through JEE Advanced and who were on the top bracket. Okay. They could be like IIT Kharagpur probably gets people in the, rank 200, rank maybe 150, etc. I don't know the exact numbers, but these are all toppers out there. Now, suddenly you take this person, say, from a newer triple IT, which came into existence 4-5 years ago. Now that person that person could be a topper out there, 9.5 pointer. Suddenly he has to go and compete out there, and say, for some reason or whatever reason, we can look into that, the person gets 6.57 as opposed to getting A's and B's. Suddenly this person gets C and D. Now, are we doing a good service to this student in that kind of a situation by putting him in this very more competitive environment than where he came from or where she came from? Okay, or are we doing a disservice? How will this work out? So as I said, in principle, this is a good thing because I can learn more. Perhaps an option that I think when you have such kind of a situation, I'm thinking aloud, it could be like, I remember many IITs do have a pass-fail option. So it does not really matter, but you do get to learn, what IIT Kharagpur is teaching or IIT Kanpur is teaching, and you're going for a newer triple IT, or it could be even a college, which is a reasonably good college. Okay. And you learn something from there, you pick it up. So the pressure of getting the A's and B's that you are getting in your parent institute, that pressure is not there because the competitive environment at a IIT like Kharagpur or Kanpur or Bombay is going to be very, very different. Okay. And the person can actually focus on learning, learning from peers, learning from the professors, etc. That would be my broad thought. So that good idea, but we again need to be very cognizant and very careful in how we execute it.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. In fact, the same feeling has been echoed by a few more experts in last 2 days. But we have also a couple of suggestion and
Sure.
solution for that. So
Yes.
we'll be summarizing the solution and we'll be circulating among all the esteemed panels so that you can take your final remark on that.
Sure.
Now to go forward to move ahead.